You're now tuned into Kofi's Universe, since you're just sitting on Uranus. This is the #1 YouTube channel for hip-hop culture news, informed black social issues, song reaction videos, and even comedy. So be sure to like this post, and if you haven't already subscribed, do so right about now. Razzcast.
YouTube, salute. I'm being silly. Ja Rule addressed Takeoff's tragic murder as people question why arrests haven't been made. Let's talk about it. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video. Hit the subscribe button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. So Ja Rule visited Fox Soul's Cocktails with Queens to speak on Takeoff's tragic death. While there, he discussed snitching and the street origins that have been muddled as generations progress. Let me break down what snitching really is and how that works, said the rapper. You're talking about people in our communities that are civilians. You can't be a snitch if you're not a part of the criminal organization or you're not a part of the crime. Snitching, that label goes for people that are a part of an actual crime or the criminal organization, which none of that falls on civilians. Before I continue, he's right. So innocent bystanders, as far as like people just walking down the street, people in the neighborhood, the grandmas, um, you know, the little kids, whoever it is, the blue collar working men in the neighborhood, the women working a 9 to 5, going to college. If they're not part of that life, that's not stitching. And if something happens and it happens in their community, they're only doing the right thing because they're protecting what's going on around them. How can that be snitching? Now, if you're a part of that life, as far as being a part of a gang, criminal organization, and you know the street codes already, trust me, once you are part of that, you know what's going on. And once you snitch on whoever, you are guilty of that. That's snitching. So Ja Rule explained that snitching came from the mob and communities didn't turn on gangsters because they took care of people. They were men of honor and integrity, even though they were crime bosses and criminals. Got it. Continue. What they were protecting were people that they felt were protecting their communities, said Ja. People who gave back to their community, people who did things for their community. What we're talking about is not that. We're talking about people who are destroying our community. The rap icon recognized one of the biggest hits, him screaming is murder. He added, there's a difference between entertainment and art and what we do. What really is. At 47, Ja acknowledged that his perspective has changed. You see things a lot differently. You see the world a lot differently. And let me piggyback for a second. When he said people protecting their communities, exactly like the Black Panther Party, that was a organization, not a crime organization, a criminal organization. That was an organization to protect the community. So they was doing the right thing, especially when you had the branch off of the Black Panther organization, you know, Crips, not the Crips that's out here trying to kill each other. We talking about the original Crips, you know, helping out protecting the community, and having people knowing that we got your back. We're gonna do whatever we can to help support the community. You trying to tear each other down? Nah, that's not helping the community at all. And the older you get, you do see life differently. You know, your perspective changes because it's not like the same no more. Um, and people are not ready for this real conversation. What's going on? You know, people think that this is what it is. This is how I'm supposed to be. I'm a gang member. I'm a thug. Yada yada yada. You gotta respect me. I don't care what you say. Who don't do this. But my thing is now they putting anybody on. For real, like anybody can be in the game. There's no like rites of passage. You see what I'm saying? And like, let me go in depth. So when I mean rites of passage, so when you think about the Mexican mafia or mafia in general, when you think about indigenous cultures like tribes in Africa, South America, you can even think about practitioners maybe any form of martial arts in Asia. You are not gonna walk on and say, "All right, I'm a part of this. I'm a kung fu master." Nah, you gotta go through something. You're gonna have to go through the levels. So they gotta test you to see are you about that life. We can even use the military as far as the United States Armed Forces. All right, you got to go through basic training, right? Yep. You got to go through A school, trade school. Yep. And then you go to your fleet command. Now, they have the Uniform Code of Military Justice. They have their own rules and regulations. Now, for example, it's treason if you get kidnapped and you tell the enemy, oh, yeah, this is what's going on in the US and they about to do this to your country. That's treason. And you can lose your life even if you come back alive. That's why you only give up your social security number, your name, whatever. That's why it's on your dog tag. You don't give up no other information. So you have to be trained, and everybody's not about that life. It's easy to say, I want to do this, I want to do that. But once you put in the real position, then what? So even if a person is failing at being a part of a criminal organization, imagine being a part of an organization of something that's beyond crime, something that's more cultural, like martial arts. It can be like the Mau Mau, the Maasai people in Kenya. You know what I'm saying? The Zulu people, the Shanti Akan people, the Yoruba people. I'm just saying on the continent. You know, this is real life. This ain't nothing to be played with. This ain't nothing to be joked with. But at the same time, if an old lady is watering her grass and somebody do a drive-by and she see it, is she wrong to report that to the police and the police come up and ask her? No, she's not wrong. She live in that neighborhood. She feared for her life. She don't want nothing to happen to her. She don't want to get shot by another drive-by. Next thing you know, what happened to her grandchildren over there? And she didn't send it to them because she just said, "Oh, let me just stay out the way." That's not right. Because now what? It's like nobody's not going to do nothing about that situation. Then I ain't with the police. I'm just saying in general, she has to protect herself too. You see what I'm saying? But now, if you got some OG fool out there in his chucks, talking about what's up, my nigga, yeah, yeah, and he, watering the grass, and he part of that life. He going through the shit, got his gun on him all the time, selling drugs. And somebody come through and shoot somebody, right in the yard. He know what time it is. He know what the life he signed up for. Or him and his homeboy rob a bank. I'm just using out there hypothetically speaking. And they both go down, but he was talking all this shit, and the police said, "Okay, why you robbed the bank?" "Oh, no, he made me do it, man. I didn't want to really do it." But damn, my nigga, I thought you was about that life. I thought you was with the business. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand that when you a part of that, yes, you shouldn't be doing that because you know the codes. There's codes of everything, not just in the street life, but just in warfare. If you have war, you ain't supposed to be telling your enemy everything. That's the code of anything. So a lot of people don't want to have this conversation. Post your comments below. Hope smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you want to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon. Patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs. Everything's in the description. Until next time, salute.